Hello, everyone. Today is July 13th, and on this day we celebrate the feast of St. Henry. It was also 2 years ago today that I came to this cluster of parishes, and I'm so grateful to be here with all of you. And I said on Sunday at one of the masses, here's to two more, but at least two more, hopefully. I've preached on St. Henry a couple of times, and I've always found it a little difficult because I've started to wonder, what is it about St. Henry that we should venerate? And it's hard for us to compare ourselves with a saint such as St. Henry because he was the most powerful man in Europe when he was alive, when he was the Holy Roman Emperor at the time. So he was in charge of almost all of Europe at that time. And so it's hard to see how our lives connect with his. But what I think was so admirable about St. Henry is the way that he put all of his power, all of his wealth, all of his prestige in the world at the service of God. Every time he opened his mouth, every time he wrote something down, it was always placed in this perspective of God as being the one true king and he being his servant. He says that I am king by the mercy of God. I am king only by God's providence. And so all that he did was directed toward the furthering of God's kingdom. He gave very generously for churches, to build more churches, to see more monasteries built. And he was a great friend to the Benedictine order. St. Henry did everything with great stewardship, I'd say. He was a great steward of the gifts of God that he was given, knowing that none of them belonged to him. I think this is the way that we can connect with him, because all of us have ways that we are responsible for the gifts we've been given. Especially for you parents out there, you have a responsibility that is a heavy one for your kids. So too does anyone else. As me as a priest, as a pastor, I have a great responsibility that I felt grow once I became a pastor. It was like, wow, there's a lot more here to this. It means that I have to be more obedient to God. I have to be more in prayer with the Father to say, Lord, show me how you want to do this. Show me how you want to lead here. Let's ask the Lord today to be more like St. Henry, that we might put all of our responsibility, all of our power, all of our wealth at the service of God, because that is what good stewardship looks like. None of it belongs to us. It was all gift from God. So let's give it back in abundance so that we might then know what it is to live in true riches when we go to heaven.